So I know you're dying to, you cannot wait for me to talk about City against United. Was it one or two you scored? A couple of times?
I think in the Manchester derby I scored two times. But the first game I played in was the one, because we were 2-0 up, playing superbly while I was on the bench. I'd been suffering with a few knee injuries and not being able to get enough training in. And there was a couple of substitutions at half-time with Kevin Keegan. And he said, listen, Trev, you're coming on. So, massive game for me. First ever Manchester derby. Always dreamt of playing in one. And yeah, I've said it before. I went to the toilet, had a little prayer. Said to the big man, just give me 45 minutes. Yeah, when you're not playing and you've not got your full fitness, you've not got that 3 or 4 games behind you to lean on, and especially your fitness levels. And I just thought, just give me 45 minutes. Anyway, I went on. I think it was Scholes who scored a goal for Manchester United, made it 2-1, and then I scored, and it kind of put the game to bed. And yeah, I took my shirt off.
What was
good feeling, Trev?
Trev, what was the banter like? The mouthy stuff that the punters wouldn't really hear.
Yeah, but it was there. But I think it was more from us, because we were the underdogs. We were the ones who were trying to kind of level it out a little bit by getting into them a little bit, maybe a few rough tackles. And I remember Ronaldo getting sent off twice against Manchester City in the Manchester derby. Yeah, he was one that we earmarked before the games, where he said, listen, obviously he's a threat, very dangerous, young player at the time, get into him. If you can leave a little bit on him, leave a little bit on him. And we did, and he reacted in a bad way. And yeah, he took 2 red cards in the Manchester derbies against us, so it certainly worked, and it definitely made them a less of a threat without him in the side.
Ray, you fancy City, don't you?
Yeah, you got to fancy City being at home. They'll be looking over their shoulders, Liverpool, and Liverpool got an excellent opportunity to put the pressure back on if they can beat West Ham before Man City play United. But you never know. Sometimes form does go out the window. Yeah. Obviously, on form it'd be Man City. But United know it's a huge game for them as well, because that top 4 is going to have to be vital for United to get that 4th place. So I've gone with City, but United, just hope they turn up and make a game of it and really have a go, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah, just a quickie, Trev. We were talking earlier about Everton and Frank, and people are talking about, would they rather win the Cup or go down or stay in the Premier, not win it. It's remarkable to think that Everton could go, isn't it?
It is, especially when you look at the investment that's gone into that squad of players. Nothing to do with Frank, because obviously that all went on before he arrived at the football club. But yeah, as a group of players, you've got a bit of pride about you. That's your bread and butter. To at least stay in the Premier League, it should be the minimum for Everton Football Club. So I think if you ask most fans, they'd say definitely stay in the Premier League and let's have a proper go in the FA Cup. But certainly, I don't think they'd be happy to get relegated and win the FA Cup and then have to play around in the Championship to get back into the top flight football. So yeah, no, it's a difficult one to see Everton down there. I did think they'd be a top half team this year with the players they've got, but injuries have really hurt them, and players, second string players, have unfortunately not been able to step up.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil, Thursday and Friday morning 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.